soul. I'm gonna let this feeling take control. Whatever comes my way, I'll be okay. 'Cause I've got joy. Ooh, I've got joy. You fill my heart with hope. You're everywhere I go. So even if I'm feeling low, I still got this one thing, this I know. I've got joy down in my soul. I'm gonna let this feeling take control. Joy down in my soul to stay, and nothing's gonna take it away. Joy down in my soul. I'm gonna let this feeling take control. Whatever comes my way, I'll be okay. 'Cause I've got joy. Oh, I've got joy. Every new sunrise gonna fix my eyes on the one who never fails. I'm gonna make some noise 'cause you give me joy, and it's never ever going away. Every new sunrise gonna fix my eyes on the one who never fails. I'm gonna make some noise 'cause you give me joy, and it's never ever going away. Whoa, 'cause I've got joy. Ooh, I've got joy, yeah. 'Cause I've got joy. Whatever comes my way, I'll be okay. Oh, I've got joy.
Danku Schuen. Danku Schuen. Wow, German is our hard language. Hi, I'm Erica. I'm learning how to say thank you in other languages because if I ever travel the globe, I still want to have gratitude. Gratitude is letting others know you see how they've helped you. But saying thank you is really hard as it turns out. For instance, in Armenia, if you were to open the door for me, I'd have to say, Congratulations, if I wanted you to know that I was grateful. Or, if you gave me a stick of gum in Mongolia, I'd have to say thank you by saying, Beyalarla. And then, if we were in Spain and you gave me directions to the biblioteca, I'd have no choice but to say gracias. Gracias. I actually know that one. 9 times out of 10, it seems like we forget to show gratitude when we should. But as you'll see in today's story, saying thank you doesn't have to be that hard. Even in Romania! Mall to attack. Everybody? Yeah, that seemed right. Devan Shibad.
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. And now for an amazing story, inspired by the book of Luke, chapter 17, verses 11 through 19.
Outside the village on the border between Samaria and Galilee lived 10 lepers. We didn't know their name or their stories, but we did know at least one of them was a Samaritan, a group that Jewish people distrusted. Call that man Zach.
Hi there. Sorry, not allowed to shake your hand.
Leprosy was a painful skin disease, and there was no doctors or medicines to treat it. But even worse than the sores were the loneliness. Lepers weren't allowed to be around anyone who were healthy, not even their own families. They had to keep more than a social distance. So if Zach had a wife or kids, probably hadn't seen them in years.
My little boys. All grown up by now, I bet.
The 10 lepers' lives seemed hopeless. All they can do was stand back and yell at anybody who passed by.
Stay away! Don't come close.
But we do need food. If you could just leave some under that willow tree by the creek, we'd be grateful.
Then, one day, news reached the lepers of travelers approaching along the border road.
Big crowd.
I hear it's that Jesus fella.
The teacher? They say he makes sick people well.
You're a Samaritan. Why would he care about you?
Hey, what have I got to lose?
Zach hobbled toward the road, walking stick in hand. The other lepers straggled after him. They could see a crowd now, traveling along the road.
People won't like us standing so close.
I'm not throwing away my shot.
Zach can see faces now. The crowd grouped around the man in the middle. The man had a strong face and kind eyes.
Jesus! Master! Have pity on us!
To the leper's surprise, Jesus stopped right in the middle of the road.
Jesus!
Master Jesus!
Over
Have
here!
pity on
Please!
us!
Please have pity on us!
The crowd around Jesus backed away, whispering. Jesus stood firm as Zach and the lepers dared to limp closer.
Jesus!
Master!
Have pity on us!
As the lepers neared, Jesus took a long, clear look. Everyone went silent. Zach could hardly breathe. Then Jesus smiled.
Go. Show yourselves to the priests.
Zach gasped. The only way a leper could approach a priest was if that he confirmed that he had been healed. But as Zach glanced down, his heart sank. His knees and his feet were still shriveled and splotchy. His knees still ached.
Oh,
Jesus moved on, and the crowd followed. The lepers stared at each other.
Well, that happened.
I don't get it.
well, we should go to the priests, like he told us.
I guess it can't hurt.
Any more than it already does.
Limping, the lepers headed out across the field towards the town. They hesitated as they reached the creek.
We'll have to wade across.
Painfully, the man clambered down the bank. Zach's stick got caught in the twisted root of a willow tree. The stick went flying, and he tumbled to the ground.
Ouch!
Instinctively, he jumped to his feet.
How'd you do that?
Do what?
Just jump up.
Zach glanced down again. This time, his feet and his legs were strong and whole, skin clear and healthy.
Look! My skin! It's clean!
The other man glanced down at their own arms and legs and bodies.
I'm all better! Woohoo!
The lepers laughed and danced till they cried, amazed at what Jesus had done.
Gotta get to the priest!
Race you.
The lepers splashed across the creek, hurtling towards the town. Zach stopped at the water's edge, and the others ran ahead.
I'll get to see my boys again.
But even as Zach imagined the joy that would come, a face flashed in his head.
Jesus. He's healed me. He's the one who's made me whole.
Turning back, Zach hurried toward the road. He ran fast, catching up to Jesus and the crowd as they reached the village.
Jesus? Jesus!
The crowd parted quickly as Zach headed straight for Jesus.
Praise God, I'm well.
Zach threw himself down on the dusty road at Jesus' feet.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you.
Zach lifted his head. Dust mixed with tears of joy. Jesus smiled, but his eyes searched the road behind him.
Weren't all 10 healed? Where are the other 9?
As Zach shook his head, Jesus turned to the crowd.
Didn't anyone else return to give praise to God except this outsider?
Everyone was silent. It was clear that Zach was the only one. Jesus smiled down at him.
Get up and go. Your faith has healed you.
Zach leapt to his feet as he hurried to see the priest. He had delayed his chance to see his family by a short time, but it was worth it to see the man who had given him back his life.
So, there were 10 guys healed by Jesus. All of them were probably really grateful, but only one of them took the time to actually say it out loud. I think sometimes we're kind of like the 9 guys who didn't say anything. It's not that we're not grateful that Mom made dinner and washed the dishes. We are grateful. We just assume Mom knows that we're grateful. So we forget to say thank you. And we're definitely grateful when a teacher takes extra time to help us with schoolwork. We just, I don't know, don't feel comfortable telling her thank you. And anytime we take a moment to think about all the things God has done for us, our hearts are probably overflowing with gratitude. But we don't actually tell Him thank you. You probably feel grateful all the time. To parents, to teachers, to friends, to God, to the guy who bags your groceries. All you need to do is remind yourself to take 2 seconds to say the words, thank you. That's the one thing to remember today. Say thank you. Or, if you prefer, you could say, arigato, maki, terimaka-si. Thanks, everybody. See you next time.